What's going on? So, I'm making this video for my advanced psychology of communications class and also for my YouTube channel. So, definitely want to give a shout out to the class because it was an amazing semester and the class was really good. And it just taught me a whole lot about thinking and just it really just got me thinking about thinking and the mind and how we connect with others and how psychology plays a huge role in communicating with people. So I do have like a few stories that kind of connect to the topic. So my first would be around, I want to say, my junior year of high school. And honestly, it was just a lot going on. Like the first thing was the college application process, even though we didn't really start it until senior year, it was something that was on our minds. And, it was just the whole buzz of the year as a whole. Second thing was grades because people always talk about how like your junior year grades are important, and that was just really stressful. And to make matters worse, I went through just a lot of incidents around that time period where it made having good grades hard. So it made things just really, really difficult in a nutshell. And then three, I would say personal stuff, just keeping friends and just dealing with people's drama that made it hard. And then four, I would say just keeping up with life and my assignments and stuff and my responsibilities. So the reason why I feel like it connects to communications is because, and the psychology of communication is because there were honestly, I would say, just a lot of days where I would be sitting in English class and I had so much on my mind that I couldn't really be mindful and I couldn't really like sit and actually like focus on the lesson because the whole time in the period I'm so focused on what I have to do in the next class, what I have to do at home. And honestly, in a nutshell, it was just very, I would say, hellish because I personally would feel trapped in my body because I just have so much going on. And every time I achieve something, it's like, it's more stuff piling on top of me. And I just didn't feel like there was ever going to be an end to it. And I was just going to constantly be doing work forever and ever. And honestly, yeah, I feel like that strikes fear in people, and just the idea of not being able to have any time to just stop and think and do what you like to do and take care of yourself. So that was just a really, really big fear that I had, and it was just something that I couldn't control. And I would say like kind of just having like small panic attacks. I don't even know if you would call them panic attacks, but just feeling completely helpless in a way, like just sitting and knowing that I can't deal with this on my own. Like I'm really stuck. Like a lot of people are relying on me, and I don't have time to even take care of myself. I feel like that was the worst feeling of, being somewhere physically and not being there mentally and not being able to actually like participate in things because, you're there physically, but you're not really enjoying, what you're doing in the moment. So that was something that I felt like it was just really, really hard to do. So second one would definitely be when I would be playing sports. So this also relates to the junior year thing of being busy and a lot of issues. So I would say it was probably like the second half of our soccer season. And the reason why that year was special sport wise is because that was when I became the captain of the team. So basically, our old coach left. We got a new coach, and because I was really good and I was just a very like well versed player. I had like a lot of credentials, and I was able to be captain. And this unfortunately led to a lot of people being against me because I worked hard, and they were jealous of it in a nutshell, and it just caused more drama. But it was just a big responsibility, and a lot of issues happened that semester that kind of kept me from being able to be captain, which was downright horrible. But the issue was that when I came back, it was harder to focus while playing because I was so focused on the prior issues that happened the month before. So it just made things really, really difficult. And in a nutshell, I feel like it's also like just a shame to be playing a sport and to be captaining a team and just to be playing and not really be focusing on the game and to be focusing on other things. And you honestly, I feel like you don't enjoy the game as much. Now, in my experience with sports, I personally noticed that I tend to overthink them. So whenever I'm thinking about other things besides the game, I as a player do better. So I kind of took it as an advantage, but it's still sad because it's kind of like you're going through the motions like a zombie in a way. And I couldn't really spend time just focusing on the sport and just playing and fully enjoying it. And even when I would do things like in practice, like score goals, I wouldn't be enjoying it because in my mind I'm focusing on how much work I have to do at home and how much drama I'm going through. And I couldn't really like feel the passion of the game and the passion of doing what I really love to do. So I feel like just taking time out to be mindful could have been something that could have helped me in the time period because I know, being 19 years old, going on 20, and being a sophomore in college, the time would ever pass, come again because I went through the rest of junior year, senior year, and freshman year of college. So 3 years, pass and you can't get that time back. And I really think back to those times where, I had the fun that I did, but I also missed out a lot because I was focused on other things and I was just at different transition periods in my life. But in a nutshell, a lot of the mindfulness practices that we did in our class, I felt like they would have helped me at those time periods where I was focused on other things. And they would have honestly really just came in handy and they would have just helped me out a lot and made me feel more grounded and just more a part of the team and more productive. So, in regards to athletics, so my third and final story relating to mindfulness would be in regards to fitness. And this was where I actually was able to apply some techniques from my class, Advanced Psychology of Communications, to something in my life. So basically, I think in a nutshell, it was, I want to say, a um I would probably say a weekend. It was a weekend. And I didn't want to work out because I was busy. I was doing a lot, but I wanted to just knock it out and just be done. And I was worried about like assignments and tests and stuff and just what I had to do next in my to do list. And I was just focusing on that. And while I was walking to the gym, I thought back to the class that we had um, in Advanced Psych of Com, and I really got to like just meditate on what we learned in the class about like being present. And I just thought to myself, you know what, let me try it. Let me just see what happens if I'm present. And I just took some deep breaths and just said to myself, we're gonna focus on fitness and that's it. Whatever else comes later, but we're gonna focus on fitness for now. We'll take a break and then we'll do everything else that we need to do for the rest of the day. So going in with that mindset of just saying, we're focusing on this now, and if you're tired later, we'll take a break and everything else will come either tomorrow or later. That really just got me in the mindset to just do the best I could in the gym and to really like go full force. And usually like in the gym, I need time to like warm up and like get blood flow going. But after that, it was just like an instant click and I was just able to focus and I knew what I was doing. And even though I had so much going on in the back of my head, just being focused on just my to-do list and people I had to see that day and errands I had to run, I was able to fully focus on working out and I was just able to get the best out of it and continue my routine. So I felt like that's when that aspect of mindfulness really came in handy and I was able to use what I learned in class and practice and really touch on it and just use it and see the benefits of it. So in a nutshell, this class was fantastic. In regards to mindfulness, I feel like it's something that everybody should use because it really keeps you grounded and it helps you live in the moment and actually enjoy what you're doing and just focus on what you need to and to be fully present. And I advise people to at least look into the subject and just see what you can learn about it and basically just ask people what they know about it and just get some more insight on it and just truly be mindful and do what I said even in this video in regards to just being present and understanding that you're not going to have any control over the past. You're not going to be able to grasp the present because you know, time is always moving. So in a nutshell, the class was amazing. Shout out to my professor, and that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching the video, and take care.